Hey guys, well it's the end of the year, and as far as the movies go, we had some really great ones and some real stinkers. So today, I'll be doing my top 5 best and worst movies of 2014. Now I will mention that I didn't see everything this year, so if something isn't on the list, it's either because I missed it in the theatre, or I avoided it because I didn't want to waste my time. So, no Adam Sandler on this list, guys. So let's start off with the top 5 stinkers of 2014. Number 5. A Million Ways to Die in the West. While I'm no longer a fan of Family Guy, that show kinda jumped the shark for me a long time ago, I really enjoyed Seth MacFarlane's debut Ted. But A Million Ways to Die in the West was a colossal misfire. It committed the biggest sin a comedy can commit. It wasn't funny. Seth MacFarlane is just painful to watch as the lead, because he whines about everything in sight for the entire movie. The only funny moment was that Back to the Future joke, and when a cutaway gag to a much better western is the best part of your movie, you, sir, have failed. Number 4. Sabotage. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the trailer and supporting cast for this movie had me pumped. But my god was this terrible! If you ever want a blueprint for making a bad movie, just do this. Get a bunch of accomplished actors around a big movie star and make every one of their characters so unlikable that when they start being killed off one by one, you don't care! Seriously, every single person in this movie, even Arnie himself, is a massive asshole. And when you don't care about the characters in a movie, your movie has some serious flaws. Number 3. Expendables 3. So, how do you f*** up a franchise built on aging 80s action stars doing 80s style action? Take them out of the movie and make it PG-13, of course. And that's exactly what Sly Stallone did with Expendables 3. For some reason, Stallone thought the best way to end his trilogy was to tone down the violence we came to see and bring in some fresh new recruits instead of the action stars we also came to see. Add one ridiculously annoying performance from Antonio Banderas and Harrison Ford on life support, and you have a recipe for one of the biggest turds of the year. Number 2. Dumb and Dumber 2. What's a surefire formula for success? A sequel 20 years after the original, right? Yeah. This could have been a funny movie. It does have a few laughs, and by that I mean 3. But in between those 3 laughs, it's just so bland and desperate for you to like it that it's kinda sad. This is a movie that thinks that a running joke of people being pushed into bushes is comedy gold. So much so that it happens 3 times during the movie. Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels try, but the script is so bad I can see why it took so long to get made. Because it blows! Number 1. Transformers Age of Extinction. God, this was f***ing terrible. Michael Bay had one job in this film. One job. To reboot the franchise. So, what does he do? Makes the exact same f***ing movie again! I shouldn't say exactly the same, because it's worse. The Transformers take a backseat in their own movie for a 4th time for Marky Mark and Company. It makes even less sense than the 3 before it, and with a runtime of close to nearly 3 hours, it is by far the most painful thing I have seen this year. Okay, we've waded through the turd-ridden mess like Andy Dufresne in Shawshank, now onto the good. Number 5. Guardians of the Galaxy. I honestly didn't know what to expect going into this. The whole premise sounds pretty stupid. Talking raccoon, talking tree and all that. But man was I surprised at just how freaking good this was. It was funny, had great characters, awesome action scenes, and possibly the only dance-off challenge we will ever see in the Marvel Universe. Number 4. Big Hero 6. I don't normally go and see Disney movies, but my wife wanted to go, and the trailer looked pretty decent. Once again, I was really shocked at how good this was. It actually reminded me of how Disney movies used to be, appealing to young and old, touching and exciting all at once, and that's what Big Hero 6 was. I will freely admit that I shed a tear or two, and when a cartoon can get you like that, it's not just a great cartoon, it's a great movie, period. Number 3. Edge of Tomorrow. I know what we all thought after seeing the trailer for this one. Oh great, another Tom Cruise sci-fi movie. And then the reviews started coming in, and not only did they say it was good, they said it was awesome. So of course I went, and by the beard of Zeus, they were right. It was clever, surprisingly funny, filled with great performances, and had balls to the wall sci-fi action goodness to boot. Number 2. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Just from watching the trailer, I knew this would be good. I just didn't know how good. What a fantastic film. You know a movie is good when the first 10 minutes you're watching are just the apes barely speaking, and you are riveted. Everything about this was a slam dunk. The performances, the effects, the direction. I can't say enough about how awesome this is. But there was one movie that was better than it this year. And number 1 is Gone Girl. If you watched my review on this one, I think you knew this was coming. I have never been more invested in a film before in my entire life. My butt was literally sore from being on the edge of my seat, and I was holding my pee just to see how this movie would end. And when a movie has a hold on you that tight, you know it's amazing. And that's why Gone Girl is my number 1 movie of 2014. It's as close to perfect as movies get. But that's my list, gang. I know I've missed some stinkers like Sin City 2, Ninja Turtles, and some great movies like X-Men, but they just sat outside my top 5 and I didn't want to bore you with a long ass video. So what's your top 5 best and worst for 2014? Let me know in the comments or on my Twitter. And while you're there, give that subscribe button's Jimmy some rustling. Don't forget to like and share the video, and I'll see you in 2015.